Like,
So you've done a really good job at taking your product and figuring out how to go viral with it. For example, one of the genius marketing tactics you did was you took Zuck and you made Zuck say something he didn't say. That obviously has massive potential and reach because now everyone thinks they're watching Zuckerberg say something and then you pop up and you're like, ah, gotcha, motherfucker, this ain't him. And people are like, oh shit, how's he doing this? So it's like a clear, obvious, very smart, strategically done. I have kind of a go-to-market organic strategy. I have a small YouTube channel, like I think it's like 3.7 thousand views now, mainly in like the B2B space, how to run paid ads. That's kind of my background is paid ads, paid advertising,
got it.
direct response marketing. I would love to hear maybe some of your thoughts on how you go about constructing
Okay, so I'll
organic.
do examples. First of all, the videos that you saw way back, those have a viral factor because they have a novelty, right? If you do it today, it's not going to have any novelty. We've seen it. It's done. So, what is it that you can do? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. What is it that you can do that will bring the sense of novelty? For example, I really believe that what I'm doing with Cora, it's a great product. I still have to figure out what the cost. I don't even know what the cost is, to be honest with you. It might be a tiny bit expensive, not very. But I do believe that there's gonna be a novelty in that, and I believe that when I'm going to show people the results that you get out of this platform are going to be crucial or like fundamentally change the way that we're going to start creating and generating all these images, whatever you want to call it, like realistic, dreamlike storytelling. That's the first. What is it that you're doing that it has novelty into it? That is tied to virality. Number two, well, what I usually do is I need to understand what my audience wants. Not as much that, but what is it that I can bring to my audience that can tangentially touch on whatever I do. So I don't take any brand partnerships. And I've been very open about this. $0. Like even Matt and all, like I help them. They helped me in the beginning with like launching the course, giving you guys all those things cost. You getting free trials, free credits, those are things that cost. So now I had to negotiate, go back for you to get access to this thing, right? So I don't do paid partnerships. The only thing that I do though is that I make sure that everything in my ecosystem is tied to my product. My product is not a scam. My product is great, right? I'm not trying to sell something that doesn't do the job. I've proved the concept. I've pushed it out in the community. I see that it works. So now what do I do? How do I create content that can speak to that, right? To some extent, maybe not fully, but to some extent, have people use the app, show them how to use the app. Instead of going with this idea of I totally hate, maybe let's just talk a bit about this later. But so number one is the novelty factor. Number two is dilution. How diluted are you? Do you dilute your brand's reputation? Do you have a brand? Do you have a personal brand? Do you have a community? Do you have people that watch you, that follow you? Do you have anything interesting to say? So this go hand in hand. The novelty part and you, the storytelling, they go hand in hand. Like, what is it? The third thing that I would do is, and that I'm doing more often, as I said, is like for like not diluting the brand, the reputation of me, and positioning myself as someone that is a builder in the industry of all these, I don't know, competitors that are just very rarely innovating. Most of them are, not, but not all of them, right? And trying to make sure that there's no noise. I want to make sure that what I say, it's not clickbait. Like this thing is good, and this thing aligns with who I am, what I do, and I can organically introduce it to people. It's never been like I hate selling. The thing that I hate the most in this world is selling to people, right? Struggle with it so much. I don't want to sell to anyone. I'm a creative. I'm a creator. I like to build things, and I don't live to make money. I live to create. Like that's my mode. And when we talk about money, it's not like I cannot sell you. I can close this whole room if I want to. But that's not what I want to be doing. And like when I was doing master classes, I was cringing out. I didn't fucking want to do that. That's not what I like to do. And I decided that I have to take my brand into a place where I don't have to sell, but I have to tell a story, right? And continuously, what I do is I teach people, right? I have an audience. And this audience came as a matter of me trying to foresee the future to some extent to see what, because the only way that you're going to be successful then always historically has been people that do see a vision of the future, so they start executing and start building that future. Otherwise you're just a follower. So that I try to do the same thing with my content. And I'm like, okay, where is this thing going? What do people want? What do people need? What do I want? What makes me happy, first of all? When I saw the results from Quora, I was like, I got so pumped, right? I got so pumped. And I'm like, fuck, if I'm loving this for myself, if I wholeheartedly, I'm staying up until like 5 a.m. to build this shit, and if I wholeheartedly, I'm like, fuck, this is so good. I think that this is going to change stuff, then I believe that the same reaction that I have to my product should have my supporters, my community should have. And I'm like, okay, they're me because they are me. I feel that to some extent, at some point in their life, and again, I'm someone of like I'm a jack of all trades. I do a lot of things, and I feel that I can find myself in every one of you. And when I get so excited, I'm like, hey, this is the right thing to do, and then I'm going to start talking to my audience about this. And I know that they're not going to be felt sold to because they want this. If they want this, I'm not selling anything to them. Like I'm helping them, right? Um, Now this goes and implement this kind of strategy, not only with your short form, but also with your long form, and make sure that all you're doing is talking about your product because it's free. You need to have people that want to listen to you first, make them want to listen to you. And this is the hardest part, making them want to listen to you. That I spend like 6 months. And don't get me wrong, like 6 months might be like a long time. Like it might seem like it's a lot of work, especially in the AI space, that things are moving very fast. But it's very short. It's fucking like it changes your entire life, right? And then after having these people that I'm building trust and I'm talking to them and I'm giving value and they see what's up, what's happening, and they see that I'm innovating, they see that I'm not no bullshit, they're gonna gradually go towards my product because they trust me, right? That you're building this idea of trust. And then in the end of the day, again, I've spent $0 on ads. Zero. There's nothing I've spent to be where I am today. It's only my time because I feel that that's the where I should be putting my money into my time. Like I should be paying my like this is what I should get paid for this, and I'm not paying myself for that. Um, Now it is very complex because it is true. Again, like Dan said the other day, find people that can do it for you. Find people that have an audience. Find people. It's not going to be the same. It is easier, but the impact is going to be less. More is going to, you are going to be able to have your product seen by more people. Again, and this is not hypothetical. I don't know. I haven't worked with Dan. I don't know what his distribution looks like. I've worked with other influencers and I know what their distribution looks like and no one gives a fuck, right? Like if I spend $10,000, I literally got back 300. So it's fucked. It's not a smart move. I mean, if you're a small brand, if you're a huge brand and you just want brand awareness, completely do it, right? So what I would always do is, why do I have to go? And speed is very important right now, but why would I have to go to someone like Dan? He's fantastic, and give them 30% equity or whatever they're asking in my business to scale it for me. Now they scale something that I'm tied to them because they know the product because of them, not because of me. And in the end of the day, what do I get out of it? Nothing. When you do things like this, like founder mode, and you try do it in a very, I don't know, like you find interesting ways to do it, not only you benefit from it monetary wise, but you also build your brand. Like fuck, if you go through my literally, if you go through my email, and I only started my YouTube 4 weeks ago. Let's not forget this. I started my YouTube channel 4 weeks ago. I had 0 followers. No one was fuck. I didn't even know how to do any of this shit. You saw my first video. It was a disaster. And today, if you scroll through I had to hire a partnership manager, Miguel. who manages all my requests. Okay, like I want to spend $10,000 for you to mention this 10,000. Like money's like flowing, and I'm not taking any of it. Not for now. Maybe I'll do. Not for now, because I want to focus on what I want to focus on. But investing in yourself, and that's why I keep telling, building a personal brand is hard. It's gonna be fucking time consuming, but it's fucking worth it. You just need to evaluate it. Are you a good founder? Are you great in front of a camera? Is this something that you do is good for you? If you are not, if you don't have the talent, like the innate like communication, like if you're not comfortable being in front of the camera, if you do not know how to storytell, if you do not understand how to get better, fuck it, you're wasting your time. You just need to understand like things. If you're good at it, if you're not good at that thing, it's not for everyone, and it's like requires a lot of time. And if you have a family, like it's a whole thing. So this is my cheat code. That's the only cheat code that I have is that first of all, I have you guys. So we are building things together as I go. Like I'm able to get feedback. And in the end of the day, like this helps me. Do I take your feedback? Sometimes I do, sometimes I do not. I just do things the way that I see them. Like I usually don't listen to other people. But the ability to just give you things and show you things and see how you react and be able to have this space where I'm able to share things that I love for the sake of just doing things that I love, not because I'm gonna make money out of it. I literally do it because I fucking love doing it. It helps me. Will it help you if you have this? Yes. Will it help
What do
you
you
if you
mean,
have a
Taylor?
personal brand? Yes. Will it help you if you're able to just
Heel
distribute
beter is dat je niet hoort.
sorry, if you're able to distribute yourself without having to pay for ads? Yes. Would it help you if your entire strategy is showing people that this is fucking possible, going from zero to $100,000 in 100 days? I'm not there yet. I'm close, and I hope by the 100 day it's going to be 100,000. It's looking a bit harder now as it goes, as it's kind of starting to flatten out the growth. But is it inspiring? Yes. Are people like, I'm not when people see this type of content, if I saw your content that you're telling me, and I've seen this like so many times, I don't know if those people are like actually doing it or not. I don't care if they're actually doing it. But when I see something like that, like a piece of content that tells me, okay, I went from zero to 100,000 and I'm a mess. I literally have nothing figured out in my life. I'm just hiring and I'm working 24/7 and this is my first business. I don't even have a tax number. Like I don't even have an accountant. I didn't start incorporating. I have so many issues with Stripe fees. I don't know the legality of whatever I'm doing. Like so many issues. If I'm able to do it, you're able to do it too. Then, you know, it starts to be more. You start marketing your product without marketing your product. You're telling people this thing is making 100,000 a month and you're showing them through the process, but you're not selling them. Obviously, the logical step, the natural step that would happen organically is that they would be like, fuck, this is successful. I want to try this, right? Because you're not telling them this is good. You're telling them how you build this thing. So this is my next step, right? I haven't done this yet. I mean, I've done this a tiny bit here and there, but this would be my next step logically now from transforming into from someone that teaches you guys how to do all these phenomenal things with AI to someone that's starting to specialize in building SaaS. I've never seen myself being in this position, right? So this is a transformative shift that's going to be happening also in my content. Now, what is this going to allow to do is that organically, this thing is going to bring in more money, more attention without me having to do anything else but to talk about my journey and what I'm doing. Now, this to you might seem okay, this is not tangible at all. Like, Siri, you're telling me things that are like up in the air and I don't know, like, but this is my truth. Like, this is how I'm doing things and this is how it's working for me. This might not be working great for everyone else. I've seen it all. I've tried it all. Maybe not to this for its potential. I have affiliate links. I've worked with people to promote my thing. Didn't work. Didn't work. I'm driving my own sales. If and I think that has to say a lot about the founder, and that has to say a lot about the businesses right now. You don't need to have a huge team. You don't need to be funded. You do not need to do anything. All you need to do is tell your story and tell people that ordinary people can achieve great things without relying on this business how do you say that like the business world that has always been the business structure or like whatever and Matt was saying that business is always the fundamentals are the same. No, it's not. Not today. Eh. For me, I could be completely wrong, and I don't care if I'm wrong. But I do believe that we live in a world where whatever we're taught, most of it is not true. Most of it, not, focus is not key. Could like not right now, because if you're focusing in one thing in the AI space, you're gonna get fucked. That's the truth. That's why most of the brands are spreading. And I told you, I don't know if I told you, but it's a horizontal approach. People are building this way, not this way. They're not focusing in one thing. They're focusing on multiple things. So if someone happens to solve that thing better than you, now you have other alternatives. They're creating an ecosystem of things. But what Apple has been doing for like 20 years now, an ecosystem of things. I don't know if this answers any of your questions or if this was way, I don't know, like not tangible for you.
No, it kind of, I'll add some because we have another software platform that does ad tracking for marketers. That was the first platform, and this platform now is like an AI agent again for marketers to book more sales calls. So the ecosystem of things was definitely the moat. One ICP, different products of ecosystem. So definitely vibe with that. You said you create a lot about just what's going on, talk about your product. It sounds kind of like I don't know if you've seen Diary of a CEO. He just did a podcast
I
with
don't think
Kevin
so.
O'Leary.
I don't
Great
think so.
podcast. I didn't know Kevin O'Leary was really close to Steve Jobs. They spoke for like 40 minutes about Steve Jobs' philosophies. I think you should watch it. I think you'd vibe. It sounds like you have this mentality of Jobs where it's like,
Something about me, I'll tell you something about me. I don't consume anything.
yeah,
Literally.
okay.
This is zero. So like I've had friends that are like so much into like self-development and reading so many books and CEO of Diary and this and that and this and that. And that's great. I don't do it. The only reason why I don't do it is because first of all, I don't have time. Second of all, I just have a gut feeling that I want to do things, I want to just learn naturally. And I feel that I need to do my own thing without having to rely on what other people's experiences are because I don't give a fuck and I don't care. And my experiences are very different than what other people's experiences are. And I do believe that I'm very unique in what I do and who I am, like every one of you is. And I happen to be in a position right now that I haven't been in the last 20 years, 23 years of my life, right? And I would never think that I would be. Like I told you guys, I've talked about this multiple times, maybe not openly, but I've never had a job before. Because I was not fitting in the boxes, right? I do so many things. I don't know, do one thing exceptionally well. I've never passed an interview. So all these things, which would logically lead me to believing that I'm not good enough, are not enough for me to believe that. Now this is getting more philosophical. But going back to what you're saying, I don't know what the podcast is about and what they talked about in there, but I would advise you to at least try doing this journey of building your own shit and talking to people and getting people's interest and seeing how people how are they liking it and like what are they following. Most of the people they don't have anything to do with their lives and they would watch YouTube, they will watch they're not builders. People don't build, people don't create. Most of them just execute, most of them produce. We live in an era where producing is going to die. You need to be a creator. If you're just producing things, you're going to be left out, you're going to be replaced. If you're just like executing whatever other people are saying, you need to direct your own thing. So I believe that people are very interested right now to see how individuals can make it in capitalism. Everyone just wants things for fucking free. Like, I absolutely, and I'm very vocal about this thing. And I don't care how people perceive this or how people like my product or not. People want things for free. People think like this is capitalism. People think like they're entitled to a free trial. People think like, oh, it's so hard. I want healthcare and this and that and this, and it's not the justice system that personally, I'm Albanian. I come from one of the world's and Europe's most how do you say that poor countries. I live here in Canada, and I was able to make my way to the top, not because someone else is giving me things for free, right? And I do believe in a world where you are able to show people that you can fucking make it. It is not like it is not like a dream that it's not ever possible. So that's why I like to do what I do, and that's why I think that people resonate with that. Because if they're going to be able to see a success story, then why not them? What? Why not you? Like you, I always ask this or tell this to my friends. Why not you? Why not? Like if I'm able to do this, not even like my second language is English. My English is not even my first language, right? I've had so many barriers to be where I am. So many financially, like everything. And well, it seems like it's not as hard. It is hard, but it's not as hard as people make it. And when people see success stories like that, they find themselves in you, and now you become more approachable, and now you become like people will start admiring you for the work that you're doing, and they're going to use your product. And this is my truth. I don't know if this is the truth for other people, but I speak to what I know and what I see and how I see. The other day, I see this thing on LinkedIn that very touched me. And like I'm a completely like normal dude. It doesn't matter that if I'm making like 10 million, if I'm making like 100,000, if I'm making 200, like to me, it's the same. Like I'm always going to be the same person, right? And I just saw this thing over here on LinkedIn when I posted. I don't even know where it is. There's this guy that goes like, oh, where is it? I don't think. Oh, this one over here. I think I just saw this one over here. And it goes like, hey, this fella here doesn't even know who I am, but I followed him throughout his journey, and I've got to say, in my opinion, he's one of the world's best digital creators, leading by example, outperforming anyone in content and production. To me, like this is wow. Like, really? Because I don't see myself as that, but other people see me as that. So that means that I don't consider myself to be like the digital creator that's doing this and that and that. No, I'm just a normal guy. So that means that whatever I'm doing is, um, to some extent, not changing people's lives, but it's impacting the way that they see the world or the way that they perceive me. And by default, they trust or like my product. So going back to your question, I do believe that there's nothing more important than the power of a personal brand. It does take longer. It's not guaranteed. It depends on your character. It depends on what you bring to the table. You should could not cannot be generic. You have to differentiate yourself. And if you have that, if you own that, then the sky's the limit.
Yeah, I want to add one last little jumping question if anyone else wants to jump in after. Uh, it sounds like you don't have an SOP or a process. It sounds like you're very much where I was going with that interview. O'Leary speaks a lot about jobs and jobs thought process and jobs. When someone would tell him something, he's like, "No, I'm right." And based off what Mary, he's like, "I've never been wrong." And O'Leary's like, "I've never seen the guy wrong." Like someone would tell him do this, he's like, "No, I want it this way because I know." And it's like, it seems like you operate in this frame where you don't have an SOP, you don't have a
I don't
framework,
even know
you
what an
just
SOP
like
is. Like if you
internalize
ask, I don't know what an SOP is. Like, so you're speaking to me with this word.
standard operating procedure.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're very in tune with kind of, all right, I feel like doing this, I'm gonna fucking do it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, cool. Tomorrow I'm gonna just
So
iterate. I
no.
feel like doing this,
You
I'll
know
create this
how many
video.
like SaaS like websites I've built? Like I had this friend of mine and like he's like 32. He's from Toronto and like I always looked up to him. And then he's like, "Oh, you're doing things wrong. Like, Sierra, you're wasting your time. You need to start like operationalizing things better. Like, why do you wake up at like 3 a.m. and building these things and not executing on them? You're just building things. Well, guess what? Some one of that worked. Then the other one of that worked. And you didn't do shit while I was up at night doing these things, wasting my time and not optimizing things efficiently and focusing in one thing. Because focus is not key. If you're focused in one thing, you're fucked. And this is true today. So I'm all over the fucking place. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll just gonna find something else. And I always know that it's gonna work. And also, like I have this perspective in life and this may be mostly my how I operate is that I always believe that it's going to happen for me. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. But I always know that the next step, for example, before I started my whole thing, I was like stuck in a very toxic environment. I've had two jobs. One, which I had to work full time. I was working from 11 to 3 because I need my PR, my citizenship here, right? So I had to do all this thing, which I fucking hate. I was managing people, marketing, and I was hating it. I didn't want to do it. And I was like, what the fuck is my next step? Like I didn't know what my next step was. I was like, okay, I'm lost. And then something just popped up out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere. Like there was this other opportunity. It's like, you know what? I'll just quit this job and I'll just pursue this other opportunity. If it doesn't work, I'll figure out something else. That opportunity kind of worked for maybe a few months. It was extremely toxic, the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. And then I decided, and I was like stuck, right? I had a lot of clients before. I was making a decent amount of money, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave this, and I'm going to focus on this other opportunity that I feel is going to help me grow in X and Y and Z. I went all in, working way more than I'm working right now, and it was horrible. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop doing this. And this was September last year. And then September last year, September, yeah, last year, I started my AI account. I started my AI account, and went with it. I was like, just gonna go with it. And did I fucking know it was gonna lead me to like building AI SaaS? Like, no, didn't know any of that. So I'm a firm believer that something that life happens for me, not to me, and happens with me. And then I just trust the process. And this is like very, again, it's like bullshit. Like, Sierra, you were just like saying all these things that are not tangible. But this is my truth, and this is how I feel that life is gonna go for me. I don't think that everything is temporary. Probably whatever I'm building right now is gonna not exist in a few months. What's gonna happen then? I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. And I don't. And going back to your point, is that I'm not a person that goes by the book, and I'm not a person that reads books at all, except the philosophy books that I like. I don't read it, okay, what's the business model and what do I do now and what's the product market fit and fuck, I don't care, right? And I'll just do the things that I want to do in the manner that I want to do them, and I'll figure it out. If I were to be you, again, the biggest thing I've did since September last year was focusing on my X factor, was focusing on building myself. If I was not able to build myself, I wouldn't have this community. I wouldn't have the financial freedom. I wouldn't have all the partnerships. I wouldn't be a meta partner. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I wouldn't have two or three different SaaS that I'm building. I wouldn't be consulting. I wouldn't do so many other things, right? So where does it all come from? My personal brand.
Cool.
Do you guys have Luca?
I just wanted to add to your story about the book you recommended, Donald Miller,
Yeah.
Building a Story Brand 2.0. It's on Audible. You can listen to it, do it whenever. You don't have to read. I do my work while I'm listening to this book, and it changed the way I think about creating content and how the focus should be on the person that's listening and how you can help them sort
Yeah.
out their problems.
Absolutely. It's always about that. It's social media should be selfless. I'm gonna say if it's not selfless, if it's selfish, then you're doing it wrong. And it should be one to one, not one to many. You should be talking to someone as if you were talking to one person. Uh, Theo, am I saying your name right? I always like doubt it.
Let me tell you, bang on.
No.
Sorry.
Am I saying your name right? Like every time I'm like, fuck, I'm missing it.
It depends on what language you want us to spell it.
How do I say, how do I pronounce your name?
How?
Tao. Okay. Tao.
Yeah. I'm speechless. Actually, I forgot what I wanted to ask because I completely resonate with you because the same kind of person and I'm all over the place. I do a lot of stuff. I'm a builder. I create stuff. I just left my corporate job of 25 years, literally, and I wanted to build stuff. And
Congrats. Like this.
yeah,
This is
I was in
great.
Silicon Valley actually, and I went to Los
Oh,
Angeles, and I just left. And actually today I'm in Montreal. I just came
no
back.
way.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy. Well, hit me up. Like where are you
Well,
based?
I don't. I'm 24 hours a day. I'm in front of my computer, and that's the thing. I'm building my brand. So the way how it started is just I'm part of a community where I teach AI to people who are non-technical.
Mhm.
And I just went into the creative part as well. So I'm actually a software engineer by trade. I went up to management and doing a lot of stuff. And I've done a lot of, I created stuff and doing a lot of innovation, but I couldn't follow the rules in corporate.
Yeah.
It's all, so at one point I couldn't do it anymore because I wanted to create and people just didn't give a shit of anything. So that's the reason I wanted to build something. And so I started giving training master classes
Yep.
to individuals who don't know how to use Excel or whatever. And the problem is to do master classes, it's not, it's really hard to get people. And I
Yeah.
started, so that's why I'm trying to be on social media, but I hate social media, by the way.
No one likes it. Trust.
Um, and so I mean, I'm still don't know. And what I was listening to you it's this is exactly where I'm
Yeah.
at now. It's just I'm trying to figure out, and I'm just showcasing anything. And I'm actually starting to write on Medium.com as well and write my process and things like this. But I've been doing so. I don't know what I mean. I can build anything. I'm
Yeah. You're
I
a
mean,
software engineer.
yeah, but I'm a creator. I'm a creative. So
Yeah.
when I was building stuff, I was building beautiful stuff. And I
Yeah.
was building, so when I was coding, it has to be pretty, like, even the code.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's that. So I've been recognized as someone who's just go to trade shows and just show things.
Mm.
And but it's just what I do with that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So now I wanted to help people. I wanted just to make things happen, just to empower people. But how? I mean, so
Look,
it's
this is hard. The how is very hard. If people knew the how, they're not like, did I recommend you this? Before asking how, you need to ask another question. Why?
I just wanted to make people happy. Just, just the fact that say, oh my God, I can do it. They
Yeah.
just made like, a YouTube storytelling with cartoons because I just taught them how to do that.
Yeah.
I
So
taught them Mid-Journey. I taught
your
them,
why. Perfect. So you know your why. So, well, now it's like in terms of like productizing this thing, you have to figure it out as you go, meaning that
yeah,
you need to start, first of all, and social media, it's a must.
mm,
It's a must. Like we're at a point where it's a must. Um, you need to figure that out. And you need to tell your story. People are interested in stories. People are not interested in like pretty faces anymore. At least those that matter, right? Those that matter. So we need to see more. And as Dan was saying the other day, we're not meant to be doing this. We're meant to be creators. Like I don't know if you watch my tech talk, I would recommend you watch it. I did this way before. I did this January.
I did.
No, this is January. Yeah, I don't know when I did my TED talk. I think January was. I don't remember. And well, my entire philosophy is that we are creators because I do believe that wholeheartedly. We're just like capitalism stops us from being creators or creatives because we have to produce instead of create. We have to produce to make money, but now we can create to make money. It's like the easiest way to do, the easiest thing to do today. Um, and so what I would recommend you is you need to you need to start thinking and testing and be a visionary. Like be a visionary and start thinking about what is it something that people would like and start showing your process. If people are not going to see your work, you're not going to have any value. The value that come like the value that I have is because there's a lot of people that believe in me or like they think that I'm good, right? That's the only value that I have. If I didn't have all this like eyes on me that thought that I was good, with some things, I would not be valuable. Meta would not reach out to me. I would not have all these like opportunities because people think I'm valuable. Now, am I really what people think? I don't think that I am that person that's like so extraordinary and this and that. I'm like a normal, ordinary guy for me. Now, you have to have this backing. You have to have social backing. If you don't have social backing today, it's going to be hard for you. I'm not going
Yeah,
to be here telling you, like, okay, if you want to do the things that you really want to do, if you want this freedom, who are people that have the freedom? Usually YouTubers, usually influencers, usually all these individuals that have viewership. What is the reason? Like I always ask this to myself, what's the reason that Meta invited me? I would never think like in my life I would be invited at this stage at all. The reason is that only one, audience, distribution. They don't have that. They're a company. Who gives a fuck? I'm a personal brand. I'm different. I have my community of people. I might not have the millions and millions of viewers, but I have those that matter. I have those that make a difference. Like you guys are making a difference in the AI space by default. You are the first that they're adapting. Most of the people don't even know how to use the tool. I went on a run today and I met this guy that I knew like from 7 months ago. And he was telling me, Syria, you told me you wanted to build your personal brand. You did it. That's what I value about you is that you do what you say that you want to do. Like you project into the future and you do things and you take action. But where do I start and what do I do? And like these are all the questions. But ChatGPT doesn't understand me. But ChatGPT isn't good at copywriting. You are not good at copywriting, my friend. You're not good at prompting it. You're not good. Like it's not the tool. Like people come to my SaaS, oh my God, it's shit. No, you don't know how to use it. So
Mm.
we live in a world like you might think that you might be very like you might be behind and all of that. Most of people don't fucking know. Like they work in marketing and they're like, oh, bro, but ChatGPT, I have to go back to ghost writing because ChatGPT is not good. Like, no, you're fucking not good. Oh, but you don't have to prompt ChatGPT. You have to use natural language. That's prompting. So, literally, what today? So, I cannot tell you how to get out of this how or why or whatever it is that you're struggling with right now. But I know
No,
that your ultimate uh, way or window to freedom, if that's what you're looking for, as an entrepreneur, all I care about is freedom. And freedom comes with money, right? If freedom didn't come with money, freedom came with like having a lot of strawberries. I would want to have more strawberries. But I want to have more free. I want to do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, and just be completely my own boss and be my own entity and decide for myself and be my own god. And that comes with having other people back you. It's like Bitcoin. Why does anything has value? Because people think so. And if people think that you have value, you become valuable by default, and then now you have all these opportunities. Uh, and I keep telling all of you guys to start social media. Maybe it's not the best thing for you to do because I don't know what your skills are and I don't know what your story is, but it's definitely the thing that is changing my life one day at a time. And it's the thing why you're here. Like I didn't pay for you to be here. I tell people all this. I didn't pay any ads for you to be here. You just know me organically. A reason or not, I don't know how you found me. Maybe you were part of a masterclass I did back then. Maybe you found me organically. That's the reason why you're here. So why can't you do the same? That's that, Teo.
yeah, I found you on Reddit.
Oh, really? You found me already?
Yeah. So
They
and then
fucking
you just disappeared
they
because I was
banned
looking.
me, those
It's
people, those
because I was on
crazy
the
people.
Comfy UI. I joined the group
Yeah,
for Comfy UI because I was just looking for one thing. And
yeah.
then I said, oh. And then I said, okay, I need to go back and see what he did. And then you disappeared, and I was like looking.
Yeah, they banned me because essentially I added the link to my enhancer in there, which is whatever, fine. But that's what I hate about this thing is like we're living like under communism. It's like, oh my God, like no, just give me a note. I'll take it out. Don't have to be anal about that. And I don't give a fuck about Reddit. But anyways, thank you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Ahmed.
Thanks.
First of all, Sergio, thank you for the great words that you've said. Just a bit about myself. Uh, I'm at this point where I have the distribution.
Yeah.
So like I have an audience of like 190,000 followers, more than 20 million in views.
Wow.
And most of these
Are
followers,
you new? Are you new to the community, guys? I've never met or seen you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I see a lot of people.
no, I've been it's been a while, maybe like 4 or 5 months, but I've attended
Yeah,
a couple
he
of
was here. He was here, Syria. He was asking the questions about like when we were talking about the farms and we told him to go look at some of your old classes with the class
Was
before
it
last.
you, Ahmed?
He's just really quiet, but he's in here because I'll be watching.
No, that wasn't me. No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
Billy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Billy,
guess
stop,
not.
stop.
Never
You're a big drama in
mind.
the community.
You
That's
are
why
New York.
you guys should turn on your camera so I know you. Like most of you guys, I don't even know like what you look like. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, I'm at this point right now, and the distribution I have is of high quality. So, I create business content, and people who watch my content are CEOs, executives, and marketing directors. So, all I've been doing so far is brand partnerships. So, a brand would come and have a business product. I would create content on that business product. I've been also using AI to create some content, and some brands would approach me, be like, okay, we'd like you to create a AI cinematic ad.
Mhm.
So this is where I am at right now. but I don't want to be just a content creator and a podcast host. I want to go beyond that.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, there was one of the sessions you gave about cursor
Yeah.
and about utilizing that. So I just wanted to ask you, Sergio, if I were to go to build a SaaS product to help would help these business owners or executives, do you recommend going through the vibe coding route, which is Cursor, and working from there, or do you recommend using different tools? Like how would you go along on that
It's very
basis?
simple. I would build, watch the videos that I talk about how to start designing your landing page first. And after you see that, I would start designing an MVP with Cursor myself,
Okay.
functional, where I click. Then I will find two developers to actually build it for me after. Like the code is already built. They have to go through it, review it, and just like do whatever they need to do and make it functional. That's how I do it.
Okay.
Product.
Okay.
So I would
Great.
take care of the front end. I would take care of the product. They would take care of the implementation.
Okay, so the initial MVP, you'd build it with Cursor, and then you'll get the developers to help you to develop
Correct.
it further.
Correct.
Okay, great. Because right now I don't want to. I think Syria, you're even at that point where when you've created the enhancer, it's somehow kind of independent from you. So I'm at that point where I have that distribution. I want to utilize that right now. I want something independent of me that
Yeah.
will go on,
Yeah,
and
it's like scalable business that you don't have to work in,
exactly.
right? Yeah, for sure. Like for sure you have like it's sustainable. And it's scalable and you don't have to like when I'm speaking to you guys, I'm not worried about my sales. I mean, I'm always worried about my sales, but it's not like I'm like actively trying to close business. I know what an average, I know that what it would make a day. Do I want that to be 2x? Yes. So how do I 2x that shit? So that's what I need to figure out. And I always try to innovate. But ideally, you need to have a product. I met with a bunch of like AI influencers, creators, creatives, whatever you want to talk to them in the last few months, and they all make money out of brand deals. Is that sustainable? Maybe in short, long run, they make a lot of money like very quickly. Do they want to go into building product? Absolutely, yes. People are going, forget courses. Courses is an old thing. Like selling courses is scalable, it's great. It's an old thing. Start building AI apps. Start being a personal brand that is backing themselves with an AI app, with a product. It's not going to be that easy unless your audience fucking loves you. If you're telling me you have 190,000 people but those 190,000 people like don't give a damn about you, it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. They need to love you, they need to see you, and they need to feel you. And also, I have that problem with me because most of the time they're like, oh, hey, here's a tool. Like, fuck, I hate it. I absolutely hate me being, here's a tool. I got to do it for the sake of doing it. I'd like to do this more often, and this is where I'm going with my content. But just because you have 195,000 people, it doesn't mean that they're going to convert. And the biggest lesson I've learned, go on YouTube. YouTube was able to scale one like from there was a good day that I had, which usually my sales would be around, and this is gross revenue, it's not net. Like this, of course, has cost to it. Usually my sales per day, like on a good day on an average, would be around $4,800. It ranges from $300, $900 to $4,000 a day. And when I post on YouTube, I posted one thing like about character consistency. It skyrocketed to $8,000. And not because I posted it on Instagram. People on Instagram are not purchasing power. Like they won't buy. So the biggest lesson I've learned in the last month was to fucking sit down and create YouTube content.
I
Because
agree. Even Alex Hormozy mentioned that. He mentioned that YouTube was where the highest purchasing power.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. Uh, and this is where what you should be doing. If you have a digital product, that's what you should be doing. Start on
Thank you.
Instagram, create all that content you need to create. Fuck, like get people talk about. It's like Starbucks or like McDonald's. Why do you go to them? Because you see them in so many places. You're like, oh, this is a reputable brand. I trust them because I see them every fucking where. Be that person. Be that person that's on YouTube. Be that person that's on Instagram. So now there's brand recall. When people watch me on Instagram, they watch me on YouTube too, and they're like, "Oh, this guy is pulling numbers. Who the fuck thought like my YouTube videos would do so well? Not me. Like definitely not me. Like not me. In the AI space, there's so many people doing the same thing. Not me. Entering the game late. Like I entering the YouTube AI
We
space
all
late.
knew your videos were going to be magical, Syria. We all
What?
knew your videos were going to be magical. Be for real. We
The
knew.
thing is,
We knew your
No,
yeah,
videos were going to be awesome. You're the
no,
only one
no,
who
no.
didn't know.
Yeah,
no,
pretty much, pretty
I
much.
totally, I totally agree. I think, Sirio, what differentiates you, and I watch a lot of AI content creators, what really differentiates you is that you'll capitalize on bringing in the best from the beginning. Like you're not gonna just show me something that looks half-assed or half fake. No, you're gonna go full on something that's great, something that'll actually get your attention. And I think that that's the same strategy I use in my content when it comes to storytelling. I give you something in your face that's really important, really big, that'll
What's your,
actually.
can you drop us your little Instagram here? Because we
Sure,
don't.
sure. I'll send it on the chat. Yeah. All right.
Billy, stop with the eyebrows.
I didn't even, I said that like 30 minutes ago. But no, I think also one of the keys is like the point you're making. And I learned this in business dealing with architecture. So there's a place in Dallas that they have some of the lowest rates for the nicest apartment complexes, but people couldn't figure out why. Well, it turns out the owners of the apartment complex also own all of the commercial real estate in the area. So because they already have an avenue for revenue, they do not need to get all of their money from people who are just trying to live. And that's what I think is the catch with you, Syria. I don't need to make this money from this. I'm actually here just to help you and to send you to the thing that actually makes my revenue. So I don't mind giving things away. But when knowledge is your the thing that you sell, or when direction or consulting is the thing that you sell, you have to be careful and meter what you give people. You don't have that problem. I actually can show you everything I want to do because I know I have a product that's going to do even better than what I'm showing you. So that's an advantage. And there's another reason why we should all be creators in every manner of the word. So that I don't have to worry about a YouTube video to make my money. My product makes my
Yeah, that's a good point, Billy. But also for me is understand the people. It's very easy. These people don't know it. Like I can give you a Comfy UI workflow all day. You would not know how to do it. Like let's be real. Even me, I have problems even installing my shit. Like it takes time. So fine, I'll give you away my workflow. Let me productize it. Well, you'll go inside my app. But I'm gonna make sure that my workflow is fucking stunning though. I'm not like playing here. Like my product is good. Like so when I build Cora, it's been like a few months that we're trying to test like all this like tools available, like open source, and build our own like workflow of obviously I'm not giving that away. But it's good. And all the workflows that even I give away or like purchases or like show people how to use, they're good. And you're probably going to be the 1% that wants to do it and knows how to do it, that's going to install it. The rest, the 99%, they will just rather go and pay for it in an app. Now, what are the profit margins? Could be very healthy if you're smart about it. Could be, you have features that are going to break even. You have things that are not going to make you money, right? But at least you got them into your platform. And now they're going to start utilizing it. Oh, this and that. There's always a feature in some sort of a SaaS that doesn't make you money. It's just there to bring people in. Um, and yeah, I think that he left. Oh no, Matei's right there. Another thing that I wholeheartedly believe is that we're going to see the death of free trials. I hate it. I don't believe in it. And when it comes to AI stuff, because you're like, especially if most of the people are going to be like me. If Matei is going to start building his own thing and he's not going to start raising funds, and like I don't know, getting backings and all these millions of dollars, it costs you so much. It costs you so much to keep people things for free. And I always ask myself, do you go to a gas station and tell them, can I try the gas? And then if the gas is good and if the car drives well, then I'll pay for it? No. Do you go to the like grocery store? Maybe not gas. Maybe like gas is a necessity, which is not, but fine, it's a necessity. You go to the stores and you want to buy a chocolate. You don't go and tell them, can I just taste this bar? And then if I like it, I'll. No, we don't do that. So why is it normalized that we have to give away things for free when it comes to SaaS? It comes to SaaS, could it be understandable because there might not be as many costs involved? But AI SaaS, everything that you're doing costs me, right? And I'm a business owner that just started this thing without raising capital. And it's going to be more people like me that are going to do things like that. So if it's going to be more people like me that are going to do things like that, they're going to kill free trial. And I believe in a world where you should not be entitled to free things. First, if you're not able to afford it, do not buy it. Also, you should be able, if you're building a SaaS, give your lowest tier. Enter the low tier. If you feel that the low tier doesn't do the job for you, if you feel the product is bad, do not ever go back. I'm not asking you to come back. No, I'm not asking you to come back at where it would cost me so much to bring you on the platform and to get you adapted to this idea that things are free. Things are not free, and you should be paying for things. If you do not have the money to be paying for things, do not buy things. That's very simple math and logical in capitalism. And if something is free in capitalism, someone else is paying it for you, right? And I, as a business owner, I don't want to be paying it for you because I'm not working with 5 people. I'm not working with 30 people. I'm working with 3,000 users. It are 3,000 users. If one user costs me at least $2, that's $6,000 in costs. Is that correct? Did I do my math right? Yeah. And let alone, it's not going to cost me $2 a user. It's going to cost me way more. If I'm giving them away a $9 plan, let's say, for that 9,000 credits, which is not even enough to start testing the tool, that will be 9 times 3,000. That will be $25,000 that I'm giving away. And look, I'm not making like millions and billions of dollars to be able to afford that like client acquisition. No, I'm not. So normally, logically, what would happen is that you would kill this free trial. And it's going to start with me. It's going to start with Kevin. It's going to start with Mate. It's going to start with Luca that are building their own things. So this idea of having free trial, that's what I believe. I might be totally off. In AI SaaS, it's not going to be feasible anymore. Big companies are able to do it because they can. Oh, sorry, there's someone knocking into my door. Give me a second. The conversation, Billy.
Billy, where are you, man?
And he's gone. He's not there.
Here I am. Sorry, it took
Oh,
me a
there he
second to get to
is.
the mute button, guys. Jeez.
You wake
The
us up.
power is
So
so.
I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, guys. There was
Here
someone
I
in my
am. We
door. I
missed you,
don't
Serial. You were talking about something being free, and then somebody was asking me for free tech support. I think that's what was happening. Is that right?
know. Billy.
Some like
Yeah,
you,
sure.
some about being entitled to free things. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong.
So yeah, going back to that, I do not believe that paid services should be free. If it's incurring the costs, it should not be free. At least if it's like if you are starting this out and you're not a big business like Google is able to give all their customers like free trial or like access to whatever they're doing for the time being because it's not going to be sustainable. That's not going to be happening in the long run. They're going to start charging. So you're not able to burn, I'm not able to burn $27,000 because you want to try my thing. Try my thing, buy it, like you buy anything in the world to try it, and then if you don't like it, you don't come back. That's my philosophy. I don't like people that want free trial at this point. It costs me. Might be, I don't know, strategy in the long run, but I don't like people. My customers should not be the ones that should be requesting free trial. Those are not the ones that I want. And I've talked about this before. If you're not able to afford a $9 subscription, you should be mowing your lawn and like getting more money into your table before you think about going and spending that money into an AI tool. That's my rant. Yeah. Do we have any other questions?
Well,
I think we've gone way over time. It is 5:36, so I want to wrap this up.
Real. If you ever plan to do the meeting here in Montreal, count on me. Like if you need
Oh, I
help
want to do it.
planning or finding a place, like I know that's what I do. I know many places. I don't know your
Perfect.
idea.
So start thinking about that because it's not a matter if I want to do it, I will do it. I just need to figure out whoever is here, who's the audience. My audience is not from Montreal, most of it. So I need to start marketing it and planning it and whatever it is. So think about that because it's going to happen. Do we have any questions before we end this 2-hour phenomenal call that we had? Luca.
Just curious, since you started YouTube, what software are you using
For it? For
for
what?
editing? Yeah, your YouTube
Oh,
editing.
CapCut. I always use CapCut. Like I'm like the base.
CapCut?
Yeah, CapCut.
I know you're used to it, but you might wanna switch over to Resolve and get a
Oh
speed
no,
editor.
CapCut is so easy. It's like the best thing I've ever had. I used to edit before, like with Final Cut Pro, and CapCut, the best. Easy, simple.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about it.
What are you using for
Okay.
screen recording studio?
I use this thing that's called Screen Studio. It's called Screen.
The quality output is what, 1080p or 4K?
Yeah, it's 4K. It can be 4K, yes. It's a subscription. You have to pay for it, but it's totally worth it.
Lovely.
What Screen Studio allows you to just record your screen. Like whenever I do my tutorials, like when you zoom, like you click and like it zooms in whenever you're clicking and all that thing. Yes. Okay, boys and girls. I think this is a wrap. If we don't have any questions, I'm gonna go. But we're good, right? Okay, fantastic, phenomenal. Thank you guys. I'm gonna stop with this recording, and I'm gonna make this